Welcome back to the Litchfield County Sports Program. I'm your host, Tim Gaffney, joined by my good friend, Mr. Rick Wilson, who the best news is of all, there's no school tomorrow, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, it was kind of fun doing the Litchfield Road Race yesterday. Usually I go home, write my story, and I have an exam to give or something. Tomorrow I was able to come back up and renew some old acquaintances, so there is no school tomorrow.
It's not a bad thing. We're recording this on Monday, June 13th. It should run on the 16th, I'm hoping, on this Thursday night from 8 until 9. The first half of this was with our good friend Mike Fritsch from the Torrington girls basketball. We're going to switch now to Torrington Titans. I should have had you guys bring hats. My bad. We just got the LCS hat out there. But to my right, I've got Evan Glugerman, as I said it correctly. There we go. And over to Rick's left, we have Michael Purcell. Welcome to the program, guys.
Thanks for having us. Thank you for having us.
Welcome to Torrington. And all right, so we talked about it earlier. Off to a 3-7 start. So the 5-game winning streak starts tomorrow. Evan,
starts tomorrow.
Looking forward to.
Looking forward to it.
Excellent.
Starts tomorrow.
Talk to us about the folks that you're staying with. Say hi. This is good brownie points time. You know what I mean? So get it right.
How you guys doing, Mr. and Mrs. Michaels? Yeah, I mean, they treat me like family over there. It's a great time, great environment to live in, and a bunch of stories, meet new people. It's a great time, great experience.
First time doing this, like going away to play
ball?
Yeah,
this is my first time, yeah.
So, and you're from Florida.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida, yeah.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So you came back up. You come up here now, and I was a host family for a couple of different times. For one young man actually now pitches for Tampa Bay. Steve Geltz was here in 2008, the year after Strasburg was here. Host families, you know, and being part of that, you know, family is a unique experience for you, and I really think you're going to enjoy it, you know, through the summer. I mean, you, as I used to tell the kids that live with me, you're on $1 million job interview, because if you get the job you want, it's not bad, right? Michael, if you get to go where you want to go, you know. I used to tell Steve Geltz, who never liked to get up in the morning, I'm like, be quiet. I got to go pound potato chips. I used to work for Frito-Lay, and I'm like, you're trying to make $1 million job, you know, if you get there. Your position is
catcher.
Catcher.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you know, the pitching staff is off to a okay start. What are you seeing in the league that you guys need to work on? I mean, as far as getting that streak going.
One of the biggest things I think is consistency, and the other pitchers we're facing that have been successful against us are just keep on throwing strikes. Our guys are throwing more balls than we've hoped and we'd liked, but get back in there, start working on some things. We have a great pitching coach, and he's going to get it. He's going to get the job done.
How'd you find out about the Titans?
I got an email. He emailed my coach from high school, from college actually, saying that he wanted me and another teammate to come play. But the other teammate did not decide to come play with us, so I came aboard. And yeah.
And that was Dan.
That was it was the old head coach. Just got fired. Not fired. He whatever he did.
Overseas.
Yeah. Played overseas.
Yep. You know, so that's a good opportunity for him to play, you know, some more ball. You know, Michael, you are from the area.
Yes.
You know, from Chester. You went to Xavier High School, played a lot of your ball, or most of your ball, at Middletown. We were talking about the great facilities at, you know, Palmer Field. How did you hear about it, and what are you thinking about your time so far?
I played for the Seacoast team last summer.
Okay.
Up in New Hampshire, there, Portsmouth, and Dan, the GM, came up to me at about halfway point of last summer and said, hey, if you'd like to come back, we'd love to have you on the team. And I really enjoyed my time living with the host family up in New Hampshire, but I wanted to spend this summer with my family, you know. So it was nice to be able to stay at home and play baseball in this good league.
Make a little road trip.
Exactly.
That's a long road trip when you're going up in the other direction, the Seacoast.
Yes.
Now, yeah, you guys were talking about the travel of, you know, summer ball. You play 56 games, 28 on the road. We were just having the discussion about, you know, Martha's Vineyard. You have Martha's Vineyard in here on, I think you played the Dirt Dogs on Wednesday and then Martha's Vineyard on Thursday. That trip to the Vineyard, while it sounds fun, like you said, it's a, 3-hour trip up to Woods Hole, pop on the ferry, go over, play baseball for 3 hours, get on a fishing boat, a crawler, a tugboat, whatever you can get on for the ride home, right?
Exactly.
Poor Evan over here was like, I'm not even going on that trip. I think I have to stay home and mow the lawn or something, because it does, like you said, it sounds like it's fun for the Vineyard, but to get out there, how will you, you know, maybe some other guys have helped you. Nick Lamberti was on the team last year. How do you prepare yourself for that so that you're not fried?
I think you just have to understand that it's a long trip, that you have to prepare, you have to bring snacks, you have to bring something to take a nap on the ferry. That's one of my favorites. But to be able to get ready, to be awake and ready at the field, because that's what matters. That's why you're here. So you have to take it like a business trip, where you're not there to have fun in the vineyard. You're there to be able to handle that field trip and get out to the field and play well. So.
Too often I would hear stories about how guys hung out in the sun,
Yeah.
out on the deck for a couple hours on the ferry, and then you're done. So you
Exactly.
probably have to hydrate. You probably
Yep.
have to do, all those things. Evan still doesn't want to go. You're going to hit like 500 out there now because you got everything. You're going to hydrate. You're going to eat well. You're going to rest. I mean, it is tough because then you're back home at like 2 o'clock in the morning. You might have a road game the next day, so there's not a lot of rest. Aside from summer ball, right out of high school, this really is your first experience aside from college?
Yeah, I mean, I played summer ball locally, but nothing where I'm staying at host families and playing other
Is this your first time
organized
up to
teams.
New England?
No, I've been to Boston a couple times, vacation, but not actually playing ball, so it's my first time playing up here.
All right, so we asked the question, favorite baseball team?
Miami Marlins, of course.
Of course.
From
Had to
Florida.
say more. Love that stadium. You haven't been there
Yeah.
yet, but
Well,
I
we'll
love
make
the
it
field
rare
out in
up
the
here.
outfield. Come on.
Yeah, it's a nice stadium.
You know?
And me, the New York Metropolitans.
Another Met fan in the building. I like
Yes.
the kid already. Life is good. And we've got an Oriole
I'm an
fan in the
Oriole
building.
fan. In fact, I'll be down at Oriole Park. I'll be down at Camden Yards this weekend.
One of our
for
favorite
Saturday
places to
and
go.
Sunday.
Gonna go say hi to Boog. Get some of that
If
pulled
he's,
pork in the outfield.
if he's out there, we'll see if it's still $10. I mean, but
His pulled pork, dude. Go 20 if you have to.
But
It's
you know
that
what?
good. Come
He's
on.
always just fun to talk to, and I mean that's one of the nice things about Boog Powell. So, have you been to Camden Yards?
Once, yes.
Nice
Loved
place,
it.
right?
Loved it. Very nice.
Boog Powell
Yeah,
will
I've
be
been
hang-
once
he'll
also,
be hanging
yeah.
out in right field. And
Yeah.
you just happen to
Great
be there,
place
eat
to
a
watch a
sandwich,
game.
and yeah. Oh, you watch a game too? Not that it,
I'm with my wife. Yeah, we're gonna watch a game. So
you gotta watch the game once in a while. So, New York Metropolitans. How did you accomplish that? How did you get there?
How did we get there? My father grew up early 60s, and he was a rebellious sports fan for some reason. My grandfather loved the Red Sox, the Bruins, everyone like that. My father said, Mets are coming along, the Jets are coming along. He jumped on board.
A Jet fan
So-
too. 2 for 2.
So,
we suffer together,
well,
brother.
Exactly. So he's been.
Oh,
you do.
You'll be
Right.
on.
Look behind us. Look behind us. I'm going to borrow your microphone.
Okay.
Just 1 second. You got to do a little repair for me. You ever a maintenance guy in there somewhere? Turn off this young man's mic. Just press up that side for us.
Ah,
We have to do a little repair here at the LCS program.
and I guess I got to take the blame for that because I'm the one that helped tape it up. You were not here. They're not making tape like they used to be. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just get
Faulty tape.
That's all right. We accomplished it. We're good, and we're back. That's why we're not live. The other time that happened to us, because sometimes it's not too bad in here tonight, but when it's 95 out, it's a little hot in here. The tape just gradually melts. And one time we're talking very serious, and the banner starts falling beautifully like that. We just said, that's part of the show. Part of the show. We wanted to see how you reacted under pressure. You're right
It is.
there.
Right there,
Because
right
you're a
there.
catcher.
I'm
You
right
know what
there.
to do, right? The tools of ignorance. You know what to do when
Yep.
you get
Tools
in
of
that
ignorance.
spot. That's what they say about catching, right? The tools of ignorance, right? But it takes a certain breed to be able to block the pitches and the rest
Yep.
of that. The catcher forever? Or would you play when you were younger?
Played corner infield, played all over growing up, but
Okay.
when I was like 15, 16, I started honing down my catching skills and seeing a potential career out of that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's a numbers game back there too, right? You might
Yeah.
have 15 infielders going, but only probably half a dozen maybe guys that want to catch.
Exactly.
Excellent. Going back to the Mets and the Jets. So the Jets, 1969, you're not even alive.